The mystery of the Mona Lisa. Welcome back to Echo English. In a world filled with millions of paintings, thousands of masterpieces, and endless works of art created by human imagination, only one painting has managed to rise above all others and become almost mythical. It hangs silently behind protective glass inside the Louvre Museum, surrounded every single day by crowds of people holding cameras, whispering in curiosity, staring into the face of a woman who has remained silent for more than 500 years. She does not move, she does not speak, yet somehow she creates emotions in millions of hearts across generations. Some people stand before her and feel peace, others feel fear, some feel wonder, while others feel sadness they cannot explain. That painting is the Mona Lisa, and the deeper humanity studies it, the more mysterious it becomes. But the Mona Lisa is not just a painting, it is a psychological puzzle, a historical mystery, a scientific phenomenon, a silent conversation between art and the human mind. Behind that mysterious smile stands one of the greatest geniuses ever born, Leonardo da Vinci. A man so far ahead of his time that even modern science struggles to fully understand how his mind worked. To truly understand the mystery of the Mona Lisa, we must first enter the mind of the man who created her. Leonardo da Vinci, the man who saw the world differently. Leonardo da Vinci was born in 1452 in a small village near Vinci, Italy, during the Renaissance, a period when Europe was slowly awakening from centuries of darkness into an age of discovery, science, and creativity. But Leonardo was not simply intelligent, he was the kind of mind that appears once in centuries. Even as a child, he showed unusual curiosity about nature. While others looked at rivers, Leonardo studied the movement of water. While others admired birds, Leonardo wanted to understand how flight worked. While ordinary painters focused only on beauty, Leonardo became obsessed with understanding reality itself. He was not only an artist, he was a scientist, inventor, engineer, anatomist, architect, mathematician, philosopher, musician, and observer of human emotions. His notebooks contained thousands of sketches and ideas centuries ahead of their time. Flying machines resembling helicopters, designs for war machines, studies of human anatomy, observation about light, shadows, muscles, facial expressions, and even theories about geology and physics. Long before modern medicine existed, Leonardo secretly dissected human bodies at night to understand exactly how muscles moved beneath the skin. He believed that if an artist truly wanted to paint a smile, he must first understand the muscles that create one. If an artist wanted to paint sadness, he must understand how sorrow changes the eyes. For Leonardo, painting was not decoration, painting was the science of life itself. That is what made him dangerous, that is what made him different. And perhaps that is why the Mona Lisa feels less like a painting and more like something alive. The birth of the Mona Lisa. Around the year 1503, Leonardo began working on what would later become the most famous painting in human history. Most historians believe the woman in the painting was Lisa Gherardini, the wife of a wealthy silk merchant named Francesco del Giocondo. The painting was likely commissioned as a portrait, but what makes the story strange is that Leonardo never truly finished the painting in the normal sense. He kept it with him for years, carrying it wherever he traveled, constantly adding tiny details, adjusting shadows, defining expressions, changing layers almost invisibly. Most artists complete a portrait and deliver it to the customer. Leonardo did not. It was almost as if the Mona Lisa had become more than work to him, almost as if he saw something inside the painting that nobody else could see. Some researchers believe Leonardo became emotionally attached to it because he considered it his greatest experiment, not in art but in understanding human consciousness and emotion. Others believe the painting represented a deeper philosophical idea about the balance between happiness and sadness, life and death, silence and mystery. Some theories even suggest Leonardo painted parts of his own identity into the portrait, blending masculine and feminine features together to create a face that feels strangely universal. And maybe that is why no one can completely explain why the Mona Lisa feels so familiar. She does not look like one person, she looks like humanity itself. The smile that defeated human understanding. The greatest mystery of the Mona Lisa is, without question, her smile. That smile has confused historians, scientists, psychologists, artists, neurologists, and philosophers for centuries. It appears simple at first glance, but the longer a person looks at it, the stranger it becomes. Sometimes she appears calm and peaceful, sometimes deeply sad, sometimes amused, sometimes almost emotionally distant. Different people see completely different emotions in the same expression. But how? The answer lies in Leonardo's extraordinary understanding of human vision and psychology. He used a technique called sumato, where colors and shadows blend together so softly that the edges almost disappear. There are no harsh lines around her mouth or eyes. Instead, everything melts gradually into shadow. Because of this, the human brain cannot fully lock onto a single emotional expression. Your eyes constantly attempt to interpret her face, and your emotions influence what you see. When you look directly at her mouth, the smile almost fades. But when you focus on her eyes or other parts of the painting, the smile appears stronger again. Modern scientists discovered that the softer parts of human vision detect the smile differently than direct focus does. Leonardo somehow understood the mechanics of perception centuries before neuroscience even existed. In other words, the Mona Lisa changes according to the observer. The painting does not simply show emotion, it creates emotion. And perhaps this is why people feel uncomfortable when staring at her for too long. Deep inside, they realize something unsettling. The Mona Lisa is not only being observed, it is psychologically observing them back. The eyes that follow humanity. Another deeply disturbing mystery lies in her eyes. Millions of people across centuries have claimed that the Mona Lisa's eyes follow them wherever they move. Whether standing to the left, right, or directly in front of the painting, viewers often feel watched. Scientifically, this effect happens because Leonardo mastered perspective and alignment. But emotionally, the experience feels far more powerful than a simple artistic trick. Her eyes do not feel empty like ordinary portraits, they feel aware, conscious, alive. There is a strange stillness inside them, not dead stillness, living stillness, as if she knows something ancient that humanity has forgotten. Many visitors who finally see the Mona Lisa in person describe an unexpected emotional reaction. Some feel strangely emotional, some feel anxious, some feel disappointed by its small size but later admit they could not stop thinking about it afterward. The painting does not attack the viewers with dramatic colors or massive scale. Instead, it quietly enters the mind and stays there. That quiet philosophical power may be the true genius of Leonardo da Vinci. He understood the mystery is stronger than explanation. Leonardo's secret techniques. Modern technology revealed something extraordinary about the Mona Lisa. Beneath the visible layers of paint are countless hidden layers and adjustments made by Leonardo over many years. Scanning technology discovered that Leonardo applied incredibly thin layers of paint, some almost microscopic in thickness. This created soft transition impossible for most artists to imitate even today. Researchers found no visible brushstrokes in certain areas. Think about that. A man living over 500 years ago created techniques so advanced that modern experts still struggle to fully recreate them. Some researchers also claim to find hidden symbols and tiny marking inside the eyes of the Mona Lisa, though these theories remain controversial. Others believe Leonardo encoded mathematical harmony and sacred geometry into the composition. Since Leonardo loved puzzles, codes, and hidden meanings, these theories only deepen the mystery surrounding the painting. Leonardo often wrote in mirror handwriting, backward text readable only with mirrors. He filled notebooks with cryptic thoughts and unfinished ideas. It almost feels as though he intentionally left mysteries behind for future generations to solve. And perhaps the Mona Lisa was his greatest secret of all. The theft that shocked the world. For centuries, the Mona Lisa was respected mainly among artists and historians, but it was not at the global icon we know today. That changed dramatically in 1911 when the painting was stolen from the Louvre Museum. The theft shocked the entire world. Newspapers everywhere printed headlines about the missing masterpiece. Crowds flooded the museum simply to stare at the empty wall where the painting once hung. Ironically, the disappearance made the Mona Lisa even more famous than the painting itself. For over 2 years, nobody knew where it was. Rumors spread everywhere. Some believed powerful collectors had secretly purchased it. Others believed it was destroyed forever. Then finally, an Italian worker named Vincenzo Perugia was caught trying to sell the painting in Florence. He claimed he stole it to return it to Italy because he believed it belonged there. When the Mona Lisa returned safely, it was no longer merely a Renaissance artwork, it had become a worldwide legend, a symbol of mystery, obsession, and immortality. Why humanity cannot let go of the Mona Lisa. The greatest mystery may not be the painting itself, the greatest mystery may be why humans are emotionally obsessed with it. Perhaps the answer lies deep inside human psychology. Human beings are naturally attracted to incomplete answers. A mystery keeps the brain active. The unknown creates emotional tension, and the Mona Lisa never gives certainty. Her expression exists between emotions, neither happy nor sad, neither warm nor cold, neither fully alive nor fully distant. She exists in between, and real life also exists in between. People smile while hiding pain. People laugh while carrying loneliness. People pretend to be calm while fighting storms inside their minds. The Mona Lisa captures that emotional contradiction perfectly. That is why people from every culture, every country, every generation continue to connect with her. She reflects something deeply human, the hidden emotions we rarely reveal completely. Leonardo da Vinci died in 1519, but his masterpiece survived empires, wars, revolutions, thefts, and centuries of change. Today, millions continue standing before the Mona Lisa, searching for answers hidden behind that mysterious smile. And maybe that was Leonardo's true intention from the beginning. Not to create a painting people understand, but to create a painting people endlessly feel. Because once a mystery is completely solved, it dies. But the Mona Lisa never dies. Every generation sees something new inside her eyes. Every person discovers a different emotion in her smile. And perhaps that is the final genius of Leonardo da Vinci. He did not paint a woman, he painted the mystery of being human itself. The Mona Lisa reminds us that the most powerful things in life are often silent. Not everything meaningful needs explanation. Some mysteries become more beautiful precisely because they remain unsolved. And maybe somewhere beyond history, beyond science, beyond art itself, Leonardo da Vinci is still smiling, knowing that humanity is still searching for answers inside a single expression painted more than 5 centuries ago. If you enjoyed this deep journey into the mystery of the Mona Lisa, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Echo English for more psychological mysteries, emotional stories, and thought provoking explorations. And before you leave, think carefully about this. What if the reason the Mona Lisa's smile changes is because it reveals the emotion we hide from ourselves?